Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to repair and put some clear gloss on our yard decorations to keep them from rusting any further. I'm washing it off with rubbing alcohol, 70%. It dries pretty fast after you clean it, and you can paint pretty fast afterwards. Plus it prepares the surface. Um, I'm getting ready to paint this sign because it's faded on the front and it's got a rusty spot on the back. But as I'm doing this, I'm hearing it kind of rattle. So it's coming loose. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take it off instead of wasting the paint on it. This bike is about 13 years old. I bought it when I worked at the hospital from a sale they had there. Um, I've got that one and the two flowers that spin. They're about the same age, about 12 or 13 years old. And they're in pretty good shape for that. I try to take them up every fall and put them out every spring. And when you get this stuff, if you go ahead and paint it with a coat of clear gloss or matte uh, clear coat, you can keep it from rusting for years. I paint it all the way down to the ends of the where it sticks in the ground. That's going to be your biggest spot because that stays in the ground and it stays wet, so of course it's going to rust faster. You'll notice the big one doesn't spin like it should. I couldn't find my little toothbrush that I could use to brush them out with. I'm giving my coating of silicone oil or silicone lubricant. It works pretty good. And I always spin them and then shoot them with the clear gloss. That way I know they're not going to glue together and be stuck in position all the time. That would kind of defeat the purpose. And I hit everything front and back. Sometimes I do it in the fall before I put these things away. Sometimes I don't. And usually I stand them up in a bucket in the building or on the carport where the weather can't get to it. Because I paid a pretty good penny for these and I want to make them last as long as I can. Even the cheap stuff now is costly. I lost my straw to my silicone lube, so of course I had to spray it all over everything. In the fall, I'm going to take these apart and give it a good coating of paint because it's starting to have rust spots on those screws at the bottom. This little cheap thing here was like $1 at the Dollar General, and I've had it a few years. I've already repainted it. That was a freebie from somebody. I don't even remember where it came from. And so is the bird on a limb. The big sunflower there is about the oldest thing I have, and it's about 15 years old. I got it from a sale at the hospital too. It was a barometer, so the barometer never worked. So I took the clear plastic glass off the front of it and painted it brown. And this is a snail that somebody had gave me. I don't know if it's a candle holder or an ashtray, but I don't burn candles inside or out, and I'm not using it for no ashtray. So I'm going to give it a little coat of paint. His eyes are broke off that used to stick up off his head. I'm going to replace those with some straight pins. And I'm going to give him a wild coating of paint. Somehow I cut out where I polka dotted him with the black spray paint, but you'll notice he's got black dots on him. I'm going to drill some holes now to put those straight pins in. I've painted the straight pins to keep them from rusting. And of course, being impatient, they're not quite dry, so they're going to stick to everything coming and going. I just have to cut a little length off of them, and I'm going to glue them in with some E6000. I'm going to check and see how far in I got the hole and how much I need to cut off. And of course, I cut them off camera because, well, I never hit the camera, do I? I'm shocked. Well, I almost had it on camera, didn't I? I want enough E6000 in there to plug that hole and keep that pin in. You see all the polka dots on my fingers? That's where the paint wasn't dry. The ones on the back of my hand are H spots, so don't mind those. And we're going to let him dry and cure up. And then I'm going to put him back together and find some place to put him. He don't look half bad. I forgot to paint his bottom, of course. But that's alright. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.